Assalamu alaikum students. My name is Madhiya Yasin Sharif and I am from Gas Public School 1. The topic which is going to be explained is the story of Kish. That is on page number 81 to 84 in your book New Oxford Modern English for Class 7. Characters of the story. There are totally 8 characters in the story of Kish. Kish is the main character of the story. Bok's son, a 13 years poorest boy, rose to become a king. Bok, Kish's father, Ikiga, mother of Kish, Kloshkwan, village chief, Ugluk, an old man, Masuk, another old man, Bim and Bon, men that spied on Kish. And then we have common villagers, the citizens. The story begins with the introduction of Kish, as he is the main character of this story. Kish lived at the edge of the polar sea. The father of Kish had been a brave man, but he died hunting for food, and this sacrifice was forgotten. Kish was his only son. Kish lived along with his mother, Ikiga. They lived in a very old igloo. Kish at the council. At the council meeting, Kish talked against the chief and complained about sharing food in the village. Means Kish's complaint at the council was that he was not getting fair share of meat, and the portion he and his mother received was often tough and old. The hunters were amazed to see such a young boy talking to the old ones in harsh tones to their faces. The men became angry and shouted at Kish's statement in the council meeting. They asked him to go to bed because they did not like Kish's complaint about his share of meat. According to men, Kish was only a boy and they felt that he should not have been complaining. So Kish decided to hunt alone for himself and the village. Kish as a hunter. The next day, Kish went to the shoreline. He carried his bow, bone-barbed arrows. That means the arrows made of bone having sharp points, and his father's big hunting spear. People made fun of him and doubted his abilities. Early next morning, Kish walked into the village, and across his shoulder was the fresh meat. There was talk around the village about magic and witchcraft. So began the mystery of Kish. On his next trip, he killed a large male bear and his mate. Kish continued to bring meat and divided it fairly among the villagers. Kish's demand. Kish was looked upon with great respect because of his successful hunting. There was talk of making him chief after old Kloshkwan. Kish demanded the chief and got the largest igloo made for his mother and him by the people of the village. Bim and Bon followed Kish. In the council one night, it was decided by chief to send spies on Kish's track. Bim and Bon were sent to follow Kish because council wanted to know the secret behind his successful hunting. So, Bim and Bon were sent to spy Kish and to find out if he was using witchcraft when hunting the bears. Bim and Bon saw Kish going to the bear unafraid. They observed how Kish hunted the bear. They told the council that he picked up with a great he-bear and the bear was not inclined to fight. The bear was not ready to fight. Kish, very much unafraid, shouted harsh words after the bear and waved his arms about. Then did the bear grow angry and rise him up on his hind legs and growl. But Kish walked right up to the bear, and the bear took after him, and Kish ran away. But as he dropped little round balls on the ice, and the bear stopped and smelled them, then swallowed them up. They continued until the bear stood suddenly upright and cried aloud in pain and thrashed his forepaws madly about. And after a while, the bear grew weak and tired, and he went off along the shore ice, sitting down ever and again to squeal and cry. And Kish followed after the bear, and for that day and 3 days more they followed Kish. By that time the bear was quite sick and could crawl no farther, so Kish came up close and speared him to death. Bim and Bon reported what they saw to the council. After that, when Bim and Bon told Chief what they saw, the chief concluded that Kish used witchcraft. A messenger was sent to invite Kish to the council. He replied them that he was tired and hungry, and he invited the chief and other hunters to his own large and comfortable igloo. And curiosity was so strong on the men that the whole council went to the igloo of Kish. He was eating, but he received them with respect and explained the council his head craft. He made them realize that how cleverly he poisoned the bear using whalebone and blubber. Blubber is a thick fat of marine animals. He told them that he took a small chunk of blubber and made it hollow. Then into the hollow went the whalebone, so tightly coiled, and another piece of blubber was fitted over the whalebone. After that, it was put outside when it was frozen into a little round ball. The bear swallowed the little round ball. The blubber melts. The whalebone with its sharp ends stood out straight, and the bear got sick. And when the bear was very sick, Kish killed him with a spear. Kish becomes head man. In the end, Kish becomes headman of the village because of his intelligence. The tribe got fair share of meat. Kish made the village happy all through the years. Moral of the story: do not forget another's good deed to you. Be thankful for what others have done for you, instead of doubting and questioning them. Here you can watch the complete review of the story of Kish in the video. The story of Kish is a short story which was written by Jack London. So, children, now you have assignment number 1 of MCQ exercise to be done. You have to choose the right answer in this exercise. Here in this assignment number 2, you have to answer the following questions in 2 to 3 sentences. Question number 1. Who was Bach and how did he die? Question 2. What complaint did Kish make at the council? Question number 3. What did Kish resolve to do? Question number 4. In what way did Ugluk tax Kish? Question number 5. What was Kish's head craft? In assignment number 3, you have to use the following words in a sentence of your own. Number 1 word is prosperity. Number 2, crushed. Number 3, famine. Number 4, accomplished. Number 5, swallow.